Ashley from Comm 50, if you didn't already know, and this is my video project. And first, I wanted to cover my blog and explain why I did it. So I'll go ahead and go to that page. Okay, so let's go. Here's my page, ampersand house. I chose that name for no specific reason, and it talks about fashion, food, DIY, and beauty, and those are just some things that I thought that I knew how to talk about. So let's go to one of the things that I did. And this is a pomegranate entry that I talked about. Since I used to bartend, I decided I would make a cocktail, and something I knew well. For my blog, I did a lot of different things, and I think that I could have done better if I had made the page more personalized as far as the heading. But let's scroll down and look at some of the things that I did. DIY cups, DIY nail art, and some fashion tips. And then let's go down here to my first official post about food. All the pictures I took myself, so that was a positive. I think that I did good on that. Another thing I liked was that I had these buttons that I could play with for Instagram and LinkedIn. So I'll go to Instagram, and here's my Instagram. You can see my dog and my boyfriend. And I liked this theme, even though it was a pre-selected theme, so it wasn't something I designed, because I could actually go to these different sites. This little thing right here, I wish I had a picture that was personalized. So here's my LinkedIn that I could easily click up on this theme and put my blog and everything in there. And I feel like I could have probably done better on this project if I had made it more personable. Maybe on my blog would have been a little bit better, but I do like that on my LinkedIn I added all the information and things that I've done, so that makes it more personal. I feel like I did an okay job on LinkedIn, even though maybe I could have more followers. As far as both projects go, I feel like I did pretty well on the blog. I wish that maybe I could make it more personable, but I didn't know how to do some of the certain things for the website to make it more of my own, although I did learn how to do the banner, but I just didn't like the way that the banner looked, so I didn't incorporate it, and instead I used the theme because it seemed a little bit more structured to what my blog was about. So maybe that could have made my blog a lot better if I knew how to do that. And then for LinkedIn, I could have had a better LinkedIn if I just probably had more people, like I said, following me. And then I don't want to forget about my podcast. So here's my podcast, my 3 different ones: how to make tiramisu, how to hair chalk your hair, and sushi rice. I felt awkward making the podcast, so I think that if I just felt a little bit better about talking, it would turn out better. And then my graphic I really liked. Maybe if I had a photo, it would be better and more cool. So moving on to the next. So on module 2, I did the YouTube video and the Flickr account, and I feel like I liked the topics that I talked about for the YouTube and for the Flickr. Obviously, the video quality for the YouTube wasn't very good, and I'll go ahead and just bring the Flickr and the YouTube. So here's my Flickr account, and I liked my overall project. I made a party poof. The one problem that I would say is I forgot to include the description on the photo through Photoshop, and instead I only entered it into the comments, which I obviously got a low grade, as you can see right here. As I scroll through these different photos, it appears in the bottom, but it's not on the actual photo, so when you slide through them, it doesn't give you a like streamlined feel. I could have done that better. Overall, the quality of the photos I think was really good, and I'll just go ahead and click on one of these and bring that up for you guys, and it's loading. But I used my camera and it had a really nice lens, so I feel like the photo quality was really good, and that's probably a positive. And I liked the idea. The project was fun, so I'll go ahead and show you a few more of the pictures. I really enjoyed using the bright colors. And then beyond the Flickr project, I'll go here to my YouTube, and I made a video on how to make empanadas, something that I like to cook. So here's my front screen, and this is actually a picture of me parasailing in Hawaii. So I have two videos here, and this top one is the one I made for the project. So click that up. And like I was mentioning before, the video quality on this video turned out really poor. So as you can see, it was shaky, and I know you gave me a lower grade. And I feel that maybe it loaded incorrectly because I remember seeing it on the camera and it was really well, like, perfect shot. If I had to have a better camera, I think that this complete video would be a lot better and probably more interesting to watch, as I feel like what I've made was good. So moving over to this video, I can just show you that I've made a video before with a much better video quality using a different camera, and if I had done that, I think it would have been better. So here I am talking about how to wash my dog, and this is a video that I made for Professor Ray's class, and the video quality was so great, so I think next time I'll do that. So just reviewing those two projects, I feel like my Flickr could be better if I had photoshopped in the description on all the photos, which was a requirement. But other than that, I feel that the photo quality was good, and I of course had 12 photos, so I met the requirement. For my YouTube video, I would definitely use a better camera, like the video that I showed you with my dog. And then I think the topic for the YouTube was really good, and I had a fun time making it, so that was great. And then moving on from Module 2, I did some projects for Module 3, which were the, let's bring up the website and the Facebook. Here is the Facebook page for Raw, which was my small business, and I used to work at Raw, so I just came in and took some photos, as you can see, as the cover photo, and entered in all the information because it was kind of that hand for me since I used to work there, so it was easy to fill everything out, and I just gained access through the manager who I already know. Although this had a Facebook, it wasn't updated very well, so I just completely updated it and added my photos right here that I took instead of using stuff off the internet, obviously. I think I did a really good job on the Facebook because I know so much about the business already, so that already helped me. And then going to the Twitter account, I used the same theme, the photos that I took. I'm not well versed in Twitter, so I didn't really do too much. I mean, maybe I could have had more followers or tweet more, and I will. And here's the website that I created, my own graphic that I made on Photoshop, and some working links to my Facebook and Twitter. And here's just a layup of the first page, and then let's go to locations. So I created a location page for both of the different locations of Raw, and then the menu, and as you see, the links work really well for this, and I added again my own photos and the menu, which is a great asset to have, and you see it's loaded here perfectly. And then back over to gallery. I wish maybe that I could have added some photos, and that would have definitely added and made it a better website for me. And I can also use my links. See, they click up perfectly fine. And that's one thing that's good about my website, is that it actually worked. Here's the Twitter. And I wouldn't change that at all. So lastly, just to recap those different projects from Module 3, the website, Facebook, and Twitter. I feel that I did a really good job. I was really excited to do the project, so it motivated me to work a little bit harder. And I knew the boss, so I had a little bit more of a push to actually do a really good website and create a page that was functional for his business. As far as the Facebook page, it was easy to assume the role of the administrator, so I just changed some things around as far as the business and the new aspects, and hope to add more tweets and different posts for that, and the Twitter as well. I'm not really good at Twitter, so I think that I can make my Twitter better by just actually partaking in it and trying to do some stuff, maybe taking some photos. And then for the website, I feel that that was the funnest part because I had no idea what I was doing, but I really like to create different graphics and things like that. So I feel that it was really strong for me to do those kinds of things. But it was kind of maybe a weakness to have a page up with no photos on it. Maybe next time I'll think about that before I create the page with no photos on it, which kind of looks bad. But overall, I feel like I really did a good job and I had fun, so that motivated me. And I'm glad that I had this class because I feel like I learned a lot about different media that I really didn't have much idea about, and hopefully that'll help me later.